There. So I get this question a lot about what we should do as carnivores when we are under the weather. I know that when your belly just doesn't feel great, sorry, that's mom language, when you're just not feeling great and your stomach just feels off, whether you have the flu and you're nauseous anyway, or you have a cold and you have postnasal drip, I know we typically just crave carbs. So I grew up eating saltines or dry toast when I wasn't feeling well. So let's just talk about some options for remaining carnivore while sick. So first things first, I feel like a broken record on this because I should be like the bone broth cheerleader. I also want to introduce you to a friend of mine who is local to me, but she also does shipping on this amazing bone broth. She does use some herbs and vegetables in the cooking process, but oh my God, the broth is amazing. So if you want that, I'll put it in the comments. Anyway, bone broth is your friend. It is super nutrient dense. You need to be giving your body, if you're sick, you need to be giving your body nutrients. And it's really easy on the stomach and you're still getting some really good carnivore nutrients. So I would stick with bone broth. It also helps you to hydrate and get your electrolytes. Also on the comfort front, I love a good egg drop soup. We have this as a tradition for our Thanksgiving, and traditionally, it has celery and Parmesan cheese in it. But you can make little tiny egg drops. I'll show you the video. It's down in my feed. But make a egg drop soup. It's a super easy to digest protein, and it's a comforting meal because you're getting that warm broth also. So try that too. I would stick to soft, tender meats. If you're able to have solid foods, I would do something like shaved steak or a ground beef cooked in butter. Sometimes we need to just take it a little bit easy on the butter, depending on how your stomach feels. But just, stick to soft and easy to digest meats. If you're craving carbs, it could just be ritualistic, right? It could just be like, this is how my brain is programmed to eat when I feel sick. But you also could physiologically just need some energy and your body's asking you for that. So you could give yourself some good protein. You could give yourself some healthy fats. So maybe you can go to like a raw dairy and like just take a couple bites of raw cheddar or some hard Parmesan if that is tolerated normally. Finally, just remember that like carb cravings come on when you're tired and you're run down, and so being aware of that is just helpful, so that you're not overtaken by this carb craving, and maybe you can just focus on some self-care, take a bath, read a book, get under a blanket, and get the rest that your body actually needs. I think most importantly, just take an attitude of healing and giving yourself what your body needs instead of giving your brain what your brain thinks it needs. So just taking the opportunity to focus on healing, focus on taking care of yourself and getting well. The good news is we, as carnivores, are eating such a nutrient-dense diet that ideally you're not getting sick as often as you used to. So hopefully this cold and flu season is better for you. But if you have kids, they're bringing stuff home. If you're traveling, you're bound to get something. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad carnivore if you get sick. Just know that you can maintain your carnivore diet throughout your sickness. Just stick to really easy to digest proteins and fats, and just kind of try and reprogram that brain. You grew up eating carbohydrates while you were sick, so you will need to think differently. I always love hearing from you all in the comments, and if you're an experienced carnivore like I am, put down in the comments what some of the foods that you eat when you're sick so we can help each other out.